Hey guys, it's Kelly and today I'm filming a new video. Hey guys, it's Kelly, and this is Brenda. Hey guys, it's Kelly. Hey guys, it's Kelly. In today's video, I'm going to be doing something super exciting, and it's going to be a get ready with me while also talking about 10 questions you could ask when you get married young. You did not know I got married young. I was 21 when I got married. I guess that's honestly not that young, but in the grand scheme of things and like the way people like act, it is pretty young. I'm going to be talking about the 10 questions you get asked while also getting ready for the day. Let's just get straight on to this video before I talk your ear off. I'm going to have all the makeup products I'm using linked down below just in case you want to buy them, or if you want to know what I'm using. I'll probably say it most likely, but just in case. So the first question you get asked is, are you pregnant / do you have kids? A lot of people, I'm not saying this to be like rude or anything, but a lot of people do get pregnant younger and they're not married. So a lot of people do think that when you get married younger, it means that you're pregnant and you're just trying to like cover it up or something. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but that's just not the case for me. We both knew that we were the ones for each other, so there was no point of waiting. And obviously there was no problem with us waiting, but neither of us wanted to. Obviously we're both super young, so like that might change, but we're able to grow together and not apart, which is really good. And yeah, like any obstacle we've ever faced, it's like easy. I know I'm just going on a tangent. It's probably gonna be how this is. If you haven't seen my videos before, I talk your ear off and then just say bye. The second question is, how long have you been married, and how long did you date before you got married? So I said this before, but my husband and I have been married since May 24th, so 4 months on the 24th of September. And yeah, and also we were dating before we got married a year and 6 months. But honestly, like I knew I wanted to marry him the week after we met. I knew he was the one the moment I met him. Like the moment I met him. There was just something about him. I just felt super comfortable with him, and it was just not something I've ever felt with anybody before. And I also get that like not a lot of people have that, and then they like realize later on that they like want to get married. And like there's nothing wrong with that. But there's also nothing wrong with the way that I got married, because that's my story, and like people are gonna have their opinions obviously. And like if you're getting married young and you're like finding this video because of it, just know that people are gonna have their opinions, and like their opinions don't matter. Oh my god, this one's annoying. Are you gonna finish college? Like, okay, my situation might be a little bit different because my husband is in the Navy, but like I feel like that's only put towards the girl. Like I don't think I've ever had anybody be like, are you finishing college, to like somebody who's not the girl. I just also stabbed my eye. I don't think that you don't have to finish college because you're married. Like, yeah, you're married, but that doesn't mean that you're on a different track. Or when are you going to have kids? Like this usually comes right after the are you pregnant or do you have children? And like I don't know, like yeah, I never wanted to be an old mom. Like wanted to get married young, so like I don't know, I've always wanted kids by the time I'm like 28. At least my first kid by the time I'm 28. I'm 22 right now. I have 6 years. Definitely think that a lot of people like think like you're either pregnant or like you're wanting to start a family immediately. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to start a family young. If you have the means to take care of a child and like you're up for it, then like by all means, nobody should be in between you and stopping you from doing that. But obviously get your priorities straight before you do that, because a child is not just a toy. A lot of people say like getting a dog is like a child, and I don't think so. Like having a dog is obviously hard. You have to like spend time with your dog and like take your dog out and like blah blah blah, but it's not a child. It's like regardless if you're like a fur mom, I'm for you. Fur dad, fur babies, they're definitely your children, but like I don't think they're the same level as children. So like I don't know. This one's annoying. Aren't you gonna miss being single and not like miss being single and like doing things by yourself. So I don't think my life would be any different. I feel like I would just be in the same spot. Like I wouldn't be doing, like it's not like I'm like missing seeking out other people. Like no, I found the person I want to marry and I'm married to them. I'm gonna be faithful to them. Also, with that question being said, you're not missing out on anything being married young. I honestly don't think I'm missing out on any single thing. I feel like I'm gaining more. Like I'm able to meet new people and like be in new settings and like we're able to do things together. Now obviously we can both separate ourselves from each other and like do our own thing. But like we like to do everything together because we are married and we clearly love each other. And he's my best friend. I don't think I'm missing out on anything. And if you're going into marriage or whatever thinking that you're going to be missing out on anything, don't get married yet. Like you can be exclusive with somebody without being married. There's nothing wrong with that. And like I don't think you have to put a label on it before you're ready. This one is just sad because I don't know why this is a question like continually asked. Don't you get bored or tired being around the same person? I just don't get it because you don't ask that question to people that are like 50 years old and been married for 30 years. No, I don't get bored of my husband. First, if you met me, I literally can talk about anything for hours on hours on hours. So like I don't think I'd ever be able to get bored with anybody. So let alone my husband. The amount of times that we're up until like 2 a.m. because I'm just talking his ear off out of things that like literally are reoccurring is just insane. This one, how did you get a guy to propose? But I didn't get my husband to propose. Like I wasn't like, hey, you need to put a ring on it. Like we talked about it from the get-go, honestly. How did I get him to propose is kind of like a, like not a real question because it's like, you both have to talk about it. It's not like one person saying like, hey, I want to be engaged and like blah blah blah, I don't want to get married. Like you both have to talk about it. Like it was clearly like we both talked about it way before it even happened, and we both knew what we wanted, and it was to be with each other and like to start our lives together. So it wasn't more of like how did I get him to propose. It was more of like we both talked about it and he brought it up. So number 8 is, did you have a ceremony or did you elope? Technically we eloped, but like we had a little small ceremony. I have really bad anxiety and I don't like to be the center of attention of like everybody's attention. So like I never wanted, or I guess I did want like a big wedding when I was little, but I never wanted a huge wedding where it's like 200 people. And like, I don't know, I feel like a lot of people forget about the marriage and like are so excited about the wedding. And it's like, I don't know, like it's not something I've ever really cared about. Like I don't think I missed out not having like a full-on wedding. Yeah, it is hard when like family gets upset that you didn't have a wedding because it's like, it's not what I wanted. Do what you want, and if you want to have a big wedding and be the center of attention, be the freaking center of attention. But also small ceremonies and like small like elopements are amazing too. Like we got married on a little ship in San Diego and it was really nice. Like it was like a full dinner. The next one is, so like what do you do for fun now? So before I even got married, I was an old lady at heart. My husband and I are both like old people. Like we're like the, like we're gonna be the people like, get off my lawn. Doubtful, but yeah, we're not like, we don't party. We've never partied. Like I like my wine, but like I like my wine, but like I don't have to like get drunk every weekend. You got me flowers. Oh, thank you. It's so nice.
You're welcome.
You got me flowers. What do we do for fun? My husband brings me flowers. Thank you.
Welcome.
Love you.
Love you too.
So that was cute. But what do we do for fun now? We don't do anything fun. Like we hang out with people, we do our own thing. Yeah, we're old people. Like we're old people stuck in a 22-year-old's body. If anything, it's better because we're not doing the things that we think are fun alone. So this one is, what if you guys change or grow apart? This one is like harder to answer because like you can do this regardless of what stage in life you are, and you could be 70 years old and like grow apart with your partner that you've been together with for like 40 years. Like, that's inevitable. But the thing is, when you're being younger and like growing apart is kind of harder because neither of us have expectations of each other. So it's like we both get to grow and like find out what our expectations are together, and that's probably going to be the same expectations of what we both want. And honestly, like, I think getting married younger is easier. It's not easy, marriage isn't easy, but like it's easier to grow together than to like have to morph what your standards are and like what your significant other standards are further on in life, because you're both going to have experiences and different things, and we don't have that. Like, we were both 21 when we got married, and we don't have unrealistic expectations of each other. We both expect honestly nothing and like get a lot from it, because like neither of us are like, well, you need to do that because you're the wife or you're the husband. Like, we don't have that. And also, like, we didn't live together before, but we lived together for like a week before we got married. But still, like, this is our first place, both of us. Like, my husband has been in like barracks rooms with people in the Navy, but it doesn't really count. Like, it's not his own space. Like, this is our first own space, so it's like we're not having expectations of like, oh, well, you need to do this because I didn't do this, and like blah 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 blah. Like, we just do things together, so that way it's not a hard thing to get over. Now there's a glare for my glasses, but that's fine. But yeah, that concludes my video of the 10 questions you could ask when you get married young. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see other videos like this, please comment down below, and I will be sure to film these videos for you, just because I want to be there for somebody who needs these questions asked, or they want all of the expectations to be like over them, like already. Like, they want to know what questions people will ask. They want to know everything, because I wanted to know this so much before we got married, because I thought the questions people were asking me were like ridiculous, to be honest. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please comment down below videos you want to see from me outside of this. Like, comment, and hit the little bell so you get notifications anytime I post. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.